Okay, so see this one next. Isomerization of carbonyl compound. Okay, isomerization of carbonyl compound. Okay, is one of the important concept. For suppose CH3 here ethyl and this hydrogen C double bond O H. Okay, so what is the configuration of this chiral carbon? So first priority, second priority, third priority. So 1, 2, 3 and least priority group on the vertical line. So its configuration is S. Okay, it's a single isomer. The single isomer is placed in aqueous alkali. That means here NaOH H2O or H plus and H2 whenever it is placed in aqueous medium. In the presence of the aqueous medium or in presence of acidic medium, that means alkali, aqueous alkali or aqueous acid, this one exists into enol form. This one exists into enol form. So here in this case, this carbon becomes a sp2. This carbon becomes a sp2. And initially this carbon sp3 and this one is a specific configuration S. Okay, that has a specific configuration S. In this case, this one converted to sp2. Now here again this enol form converted to keto form. This enol form converted to keto form. Now here that keto form we cannot say that is S or R. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఫామ్ అయిన మళ్ళీ కీటో ఫామ్ అది ఎస్ వస్తుందా ఆర్ వస్తుందా మనం చెప్పలేము యాక్చువల్లీ. ఎందుకంటే ద కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ chiral carbon ఈజ్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్. What is the configuration of this chiral carbon? S. But here after placing in aqueous medium, its configuration is disturbed. It is optically active compound. Now it is optically inactive compound because there is no chiral carbon. There is a just double bond. Now here again this is converted to carbonyl compound. In this conversion, the carbonyl compound may has S configuration or R configuration because here first priority, second priority, third priority, 1, 2, 3 R configuration. Either S configuration or R configuration. That means here we will get the racemic mixture. We will get the racemic mixture. That means here that S compound is converted to racemic mixture or either we take R compound that is also converted to racemic mixture. This is known as the isomerization. This is known as a isomerization. Okay, which is a very excellent topic for the advanced exam. Okay, if there is a chiral carbon, if there is no chiral carbon on the alpha carbon, CH3 HC double bond O H. Here in this case no isomerization because here chiral carbon is not there. Of course here chiral carbon is there. It is a single isomer. Whenever this single isomer is placed in aqueous alkali or aqueous acid medium, that is converted to racemic mixture through the enol form because it is a sp2 planar. sp2 planar. This compound is sp2 planar. Now it is a sp3 non-planar. In that non-planar, the groups may be either above the plane or below the plane. For example, మనం ethyl group తీసుకుంటే ethyl group above the plane కావచ్చు or below the plane కావచ్చు. ఎలాగైనా కావచ్చు because this is the planar compound. So planar compound is converted to non-planar compound. In that non-planar compound, ethyl group ఒక compound లో below the plane ఉండొచ్చు, ఇంకో compound లో above the plane ఉండొచ్చు. That means we will get the equal chance. Okay, so S configuration, R configuration both. So that is the isomerization. For example, here this compound, this CH, this one is placed in aqueous medium, NaOH and H2. NaOH and H2. Okay, so here in this case, this is above the plane. This is above the plane, and here hydrogen below the plane. Now this is the enol form. This is enol form. Again enol form converted to keto form. In this keto form, now methyl above the plane or methyl below the plane. Methyl above the plane or below the plane. So we will get the racemic mixture. We will get the racemic mixture. Okay, because it is a planar compound. So planar compound in the conversion to non-planar compound, that may be above the plane or below the plane. So racemic mixture is produced. Or suppose these two are the enantiomers. These two are the enantiomers, exactly mirror images. Or suppose this double bond, this CH3 and this one also CH. Whenever this is placed in NaOH and H2O, here we will get the again two compounds. So double bond O, here above the plane methyl and double bond O, here above the plane fix methyl or below the plane methyl. The relation between these two diastereomers, because non-mirror images, the configuration at this chiral carbon is not changed. Okay, at this alpha carbon, okay, this is the enolizable carbon, enolizable hydrogens are there. Here no enolizable hydrogens. Okay, that's it. Or suppose CH3CPH, here there is a hydrogen, again here CH3, there is a hydrogen, C double bond OH. Whenever it is placed in aqueous medium, what is the relation between the compounds? A plus B. Two compounds are produced because again it is a chiral carbon. It is a chiral carbon. Now here is a chiral carbon configuration is first priority and second priority, third priority. 1, 2, 3. That means here R configuration. And here in this case first priority, second priority, third priority. So R configuration. But here this carbon is the enolizable. It's not enolizable. Even hydrogen is enolizable carbon, but this hydrogen is enolizable. So configuration at this chiral carbon is only changed, but configuration at this chiral carbon is not changed, is fixed R configuration. So here you will get two compounds. In those two compounds here, this carbon R configuration and this carbon R configuration. And in another compound, this carbon has a R configuration and this carbon has a S configuration. So only at this chiral carbon is configuration changed. That means R, S, nothing but dashes. Okay, write the products. So that is the isomerization and deuterium exchange reactions. Okay, so very very important concept this one. Okay, that's it. Okay. So next, some more reactions from carbonyl compounds. With this class, we will finish the carbonyl compounds. Okay. Okay. So in this case, acetone molecule. This acetone molecule in aldol reaction, in aldol condensation, that gives a alpha beta unsaturated compound. Generally, that is known as a misteryl oxide. Okay, somewhere the name of this compound is confused. So it is a misteryl oxide. Now here, addition of another third mole of the acetone. So in this case, again, aldol reaction takes place. That means here enolization, acidic medium low reaction. Just acidic medium. The 2 times aldol condensation reaction, we will get the porone compound. Okay, porone compound. Generally, your question is how many moles of acetone is required for the formation of this porone? How many moles of acetone required for the formation of this porone? Okay, and next acetone. Acetone barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide is a weak base. So generally, aldol reaction takes place in acidic medium as well as basic medium. There is a weak base means here there is a dilute base like NaOH, KOH, like that. Here in this case, here barium hydroxide. Here barium hydroxide is a somewhat weaker base than the NaOH, KOH, and here there is no heating effect to get the alpha beta unsaturated compound. Here in this case, alpha beta unsaturated compound. By the removal of water molecule, we will get the alpha beta unsaturated compound. But here heating is not mentioned. Just this reaction takes place at the room temperature. The product is known as a diacetone alcohol. The beta hydroxy ketone, which is formed from the acetone, is known as the diacetone alcohol. Okay, you are familiar with these reactions. Okay. Now, two equivalents of the benzaldehyde. Two equivalents of the benzaldehyde. One equivalent of the acetone. So from the acetone, carbanion is generated. Okay, from the acetone, carbanion is generated. From the acetone, carbanion is generated. This one. Okay, next here. From the acetone, you're not working. Okay, from the acetone, carbanion is generated. Okay, yes, this one. From the acetone, carbanion is generated. Okay, now here this carbanion attacks on this compound. So then here what is the product? PH, COH, H. Okay, just here all reaction. Next here CH2, C double bond O, CS. Here then loss of the water molecule. The loss of water molecule. So pH, CH double bond CH, C double bond O, CH. Okay. And next here again all reaction. On this one carbanion is generated. Carbanion is generated. This one attacks on the another mole of the benzaldehyde. Like this here. Because here benzaldehyde 2 equivalents, acetone only 1 equivalent. Here just Euler reaction. Now in this case there is alpha hydrogen. So by the base here proton is removed, so carbanion is generated. The carbanion attacks on the second equivalent of the benzaldehyde. So here followed by dehydration. So PH, CH double bond CH, okay, CO, and then here CH2, this one CHOH and pH. Okay, again here loss of water molecule, so we will get the product. Just 2 times solar reaction on both sides. One solar reaction on this side and one solar condensation on this side. Okay, that is. Next here acetone molecule on reaction with ammonia, we will get the diacetone ammonia. Diacetone ammonia. Here in this case here acetone molecule, here acetone molecule. Here hydrogen from this carbon and oxygen and this hydrogen removal. So CH3 CH3 NH2 and CH2CO CH. Okay, just remember these reactions. It's not very important. Next one. This benzaldehyde I'm treating with ammonia. This benzaldehyde I'm treating with ammonia. That means here 3 equivalents of the ammonia benzaldehyde, 2 equivalents of the ammonia. 3 equivalents of the benzaldehyde and 2 equivalents of the ammonia. We'll get the hydrobenzamide. Okay, this is the hydrobenzamide. Or suppose here 6 moles of the formaldehyde and 4 moles of the ammonia, will get the urotropine CH2 6 times and N4 urotropine compound. Already we thought this one. Okay, so benzaldehyde 3 equivalents and ammonia 2 equivalents, we will get the hydrobenzamide. Okay, next here pyrolysis reactions. In pyrolysis reaction, that means the compound is heated in absence of the oxygen. Okay, so here formaldehyde on heating will get the CO and H2, that is decomposed to the carbon monoxide and H2. Acetaldehyde on heating CH4 and CO. Acetone on heating will get the ketene. This compound is named as ketene. Okay, the compound is named as ketene. This carbon hybridization is sp hybridization. This carbon hybridization is sp2 hybridization. Okay, that's it. And this oxygen hybridization is sp2, because 1 pi bond, 2 lone pairs, 1 sigma bond. Okay, so pyrolysis reaction. There are some reactions. Okay, write down this. Just remember basic reaction. It is a direct Euler reaction 2 times. It is also direct Euler reaction 2 times. Okay, for the formation of the boron here 3 equivalents of the acetone required. For the formation of the mistel oxide 2 equivalents of the acetone is required. Okay, so that is. Okay, some more reactions which are these are the polymerization reactions. So for example here the formaldehyde and molecules of formaldehyde on heating will get the paraformaldehyde. It is a linear polymer, that means here chain-like compound. Okay, next here 3 moles of the formaldehyde, just 3 moles of the formaldehyde on heating will get the metaformaldehyde. It is a cyclic compound. It is also known as a trioxone. Okay, trioxane, 3 oxygens, or a trioxymethylene, CH2, CH2, CH, trioxymethylene. Now here 3 moles of formaldehyde on heating, on treating with the concentrated H2SO4, you will get the paraestaldehyde and paraldehyde. Paraestaldehyde and paraldehyde. It is a hypnotic drug. Paraestaldehyde, paraldehyde is a hypnotic drug. 3 moles of the estaldehyde. Now here, the 4 moles of the estaldehyde concentrated H2SO4 at low temperature, you will get the tetramer. There is a trimer, it is a tetramer. This is tetramer. 4 molecules of the estaldehyde. Okay, it is known as a metaldehyde. It is a white crystalline solid. And 3 moles of the acetone, you will get the benzene compound, that is 135 trimethyl benzene. This is 135 trimethyl benzene. It is known as a mesitylene. Very, very important. The previous I think 2018 advancement. Okay, IIT. Okay, is mesitylene 135 trimethyl benzene. For example, 2 moles of acetone on treating with concentrated H2SO4 gives a mesetyl oxide, and a 3 moles of the acetone gives a purone. It is a mesetyl oxide, it is a mesitylene and mesetyl oxide. Okay, you can see the difference. It is a 135 trimethyl benzene. Okay, so that is about the carbonyl compounds. So this chapter is a very, very important chapter, and you can see most of the questions from this carbonyl compound. It means it includes oxidation as well as reduction also. Of course, in this chapter we didn't discuss about the oxidation and reduction reactions, but already we completed in case of the alcohols preparation methods and properties, oxidation and as well as reduction reactions. So here once again we can refer those reactions, oxidation and reduction. And for this week, syllabus is a complete carbonyl compounds from the preparation methods and chemical properties. And the chemical properties also involves here oxidation and reduction also. Okay, because very, very important oxidation reduction. We can know from your seniors also. They are writing the so many NTA model exams also. In those model exams, so, most of the questions from oxidation and reduction reactions. So very, very important finally. So be careful with this chapter. Okay. So I request you once again study the oxidation reduction from the alcohols and these reactions. Okay. That's it.